Hi, this is Suraj Sadashiv Gavin, first year FY MMS student for SAS Institute of Management Studies. Today we are going to explain the subject of IT skill for management and technology platform. The presented to topic of in India really a superpower in IT sectors. The information technology in India. The information technology sector includes the software and IT services, technology, hardware and equipment, communications equipment, technology, hardware, storage and perishable and electronics equipments, instructions and components, and the semiconductors equipments. Information technology in India is a vast industry which comprise information technology services, consulting and outsourcing. The IT industry accounted for 8% of the India's GDP in 2020. The IT and BPM industry revenue is estimated the USS 194 billion in FY financial year 2021, an increase of 2.3% current year. In India as an IT superpower, it is no longer a question of whether India has arriving the worldwide is marketplace, but about whether the country has assumed the leadership position in these segments, whether I can emerge the superpower in the global IT area. Ahead the more experienced major competitions such as USA, UK, Australia and other hot looks young stocks such as China, the Philippines, Malaysians, Ireland and the Latin American bunch. The answer to the questions might lie in the consultant study conducted by Indian and global IT industry associations in the projections of the firm by well-known business intelligence measures and global consultancy firm and in the faith wasted from the Indian governments. Is this burgeoning sectors that the Indian IT industry is see the achieves highest goals and cross more moments milestones appears in the viewpoint binding these disparate things tracks crystals back gauging related to the industry to make the positions current day or else are thoughts about the futures fortunes and prospects on Indian most sizzling industry and certain it is the mint of bigger things. India IT softwares and services exports along the estimated to cross ambitions USS 50 billion by 2008. The India existing facts in the IT sectors also indicate the rosy pictures of the industry. Here's what is the industry segments is going for it. Impossible credentials in the global markets based the successful customers engagements of Indian in IT industry software. Today, one is the three global companies outdoes its IT software development of business process to India. Matter process based on the global standards such as ISO, SCI, CMM levels 5 and CMMI levels 5 that have given the Indian IT sectors have high quality, state of the art oriented, a liberal regulatory and policy framework that encourage investment by multinationals and create a conductive climates of making India in the pictures of since IT service ITES BPO destinations. A global and constantly improving telecommunication and physical infrastructure, transportation, real estate, etc. That is catalyzing the growth of IT industry, particularly the software expert segments. The ready supply of qualified high quality engineering and the manpower, one of the most crucial intelligence for the successful IT sectors. India's IT manpower forms the crucial links. While the above mentioned factors all the contributing towards enhance Indian chance of achieving worldwide IT supremacy in the manpower factors that will finally determine the company's ascendancy to the number of slots within these global segments. It will finally be the contributed made by Indian young IT talent, but that will be the global science skills in the country favors and establish it is the superpower in the makers. However, it will in IT skill alone the rather relevant industry oriented IT skills. that will enable the Indian IT sector's engine to greater steam. What this makes is our young country have not only to turn it IT as a managerial, meaningful and prefer career destination. They also have to focus on building the correct skills set through appropriate trainings. The second one is countries like Taiwan that managed to achieve leadership at the IT hardware design and the production segment offers interesting insights in the role evaluation can play the achieving global success. The Taiwan's model higher evaluation was the virtually focused on mass creating electronics engineering manpower that the apply has home base by the nation's export centric semiconductors, personal computers and smart device industries. India to need to take such a focused approach to the manpower buildings for the IT sectors. Both the formal and non-formal educational industries have to work collaboratively in the meet of broader IT manpower goals and create curriculum and IT training programs that are the true with the requirement of the industry. Tips for Young India. Young India meanwhile has to appointed for IT training that comes for the premium IT education schools trainings that is high quality, reliable, cutting edge and complete. Such training will not equip students to participate in the job series IT and non-IT sectors. It will also allow existing IT professionals and skill themselves that more to date technological knowledge. Leading training institutes such as the NIIT, Asia's #1 IT test education tigers are working the close partnerships in Indian software industry players to the create to provide significant skill relevant on IT building liabilities. It the Indian IT prior has developed and software mix of IT training programs targets the almost every kind of learner from school children entering the IT world to students wanting to build a career IT to professional learning new skill. NIIT has something for everyone. Its manpower continuing to remain the key input the Indian global IT success formula. The entire country student, the IT industry formal and non-formal computing training institute has a great up work towards attaining the target landmarks. The lesson it is this: the young India is to out there just to do it. If the generation next by its side, India can live its dream of becoming a global IT supervisor. By all accounts, we can certainly do it. Thank you.